tonight. I won't speak long because we've got a bunch of telescopes and great exhibits to get our hands on. But before we begin, let me first acknowledge a few other stars who are out tonight. First of all, John Holdren, my science advisor, an actual physicist, is here and eager to look through one of these telescopes. Our NASA administrator, Charles Bolden, who spent some time orbiting the Earth himself, and his deputy, Lori Garver, are here. Where's Charles and Lori? They're in the back there. Give them a round of applause. We've got some specialists from NASA, the Smithsonian, and the American Museum of Natural History in New York here with us as well. And we've got some of the heroes who have flown closer to the stars than anybody else. Buzz Aldrin, a man who actually walked on the moon. Where's Buzz? Right there. Sally Ride, the first American woman in space, is here. Mae Jemison, the first African American woman in space. Give her a big round of applause. And John Grunsfeld is here, the man they call the Hubble repairman, not to be mistaken with the Maytag repairman, for all the upgrades that he's made up there to the telescope that allows us to see farther than anyone ever imagined. So give John a big round of applause. Now, NASA's equipment is some pretty powerful stuff, but astronomy also depends on the curiosity and the contributions of amateur astronomers. And there are two students here tonight who've made some pretty amazing discoveries of their own. First of all, Caroline Moore and her dad Robert. Raise your hand. Where's Dad? There's Robert. They look at the stars together in New York. And last year, think about this, when she was only 14 years old, she became the youngest person ever to discover a supernova. And not just any supernova, but a kind that we may have never seen before. And earlier this year, Lucas Bolliard, Lucas, raise your hand. Where are your folks? Where's Lucas's folks? Raise your hands. I know you guys are proud. A high school sophomore from West Virginia discovered some unusual data that turned out to be an extremely rare kind of star called a pulsar. And Lucas was explaining to me just what a pulsar was so that I wasn't embarrassed when I came out here. Now, if they can discover something great, so can any of you other students who are here tonight. All you need is a passion for science. And from the moment humans first walked on this earth, we've been endlessly fascinated by the stars. As long as we've been around, we've been trying to unlock the mysteries of the universe and figure out our proper place in the cosmos and somehow make sense of it all. It was 400 years ago this year that Galileo built his first telescope. It was just 3 times more powerful than the naked eye. But he kept on working on it and improving on it until he built one 33 times as powerful. And then he turned it towards the sky. And he discovered that our moon wasn't smooth, that Venus had phases, that Jupiter had moons, and that Copernicus was right, that we do revolve around the sun. Now we've come a long way since then. While Galileo's first telescope had lenses an inch wide, the Hubble Space Telescope has mirrors about 7.5 feet wide. A few years ago, the Hubble showed us the deepest image of the universe ever taken. And in that image, we can see about 10,000 galaxies. And each of those galaxies can hold billions of stars. Now that's a lot, but get this. It would take 13 million of those images to map the entire sky. That's how immense it is. So there are a lot of mysteries left, and there are a lot of problems for you students to solve. And I want to be a president who makes sure you have the teachers and the tools that you need to solve them. And that's why we're working to reinvigorate math and science in your